All right, let's get the music. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully, everybody can hear me okay. I hope, hopefully, I'm not screaming too loud in my own ear. Hopefully, we don't have any duplication going on. It seems like right now we are live across multiple platforms. We are now going to go live on TikTok as well. Okay? So, this is a first. This is something we have not done before. Okay, so everybody out there who's tuning in, appreciate you. I don't have the chat in front of me. Let me go ahead and pull up the chat. I want to have the chat in front of me just because I want to see what everybody's saying, man. That's the least I can do. Get what everybody's saying. Long day. You know what I mean? Enter the studio. Do I got to do all this? Like, really? Yeah, enter the studio. Hopefully it doesn't mess anything up. Right? Nah, it didn't mess anything up. Hopefully it didn't. I think everybody's still here. We're still good? Okay, I know what I'm going to do here. So what I'm going to do is pull up chat here. I got Twitch chat. And where's the restream chat, man? We got to get, we got to get the restream chat up at least. Chat, here we are. There we are. Okay, now I got chat here. Okay, what up? We good. Burn up the damn chat. You should be good now. I don't know if you hear that. I'm going to turn that off. Okay, we should be good though. Nonetheless, what is going on, everybody? This is this is a first for me, man. We're trying to integrate multiple platforms, so we're going to be going live on all different types of platforms. We want to unify the Nick Moses 05 Gaming podcast brand, right? We got a lot of different platforms. We play games over here. We put videos up over here. We might be live doing, things over here. So we want to go ahead and keep everything uniform. So I want to have everything go across all platforms at the same time. Now, should have things set up right. If things don't go right, they don't go right. But we're going to go ahead and give it our best. Right now, we got the soundboard. Okay, soundboard sound good. All right, let me turn my headphones up so I can hear myself good. Okay, I like that. I like that. Okay, I think we good. So, without further ado, everybody, let's get straight into the damn show. Let's start messing around. All right, there we go. So, if you are tuning in vertical right now, then you might be like, what the hell? I've never seen a podcast vertical like this. Well, yes, we're going to be one of the first gaming podcasts that are also going to be doing vertical streams. Why not, right? We're trying to spread out, so let's go ahead and spread it out. Let's start with Gaming Gone Wild. For those who do not know, Gaming Gone Wild is a segment where we cover video game crimes weekly. A lot of times, crimes do not get the national coverage that they need or deserve. And there's other times they do, but they don't get into the nitty-gritty things, or they don't come from a gamer's perspective. So we want to go ahead and cover those crimes and give them the respect they deserve. So without further ado, this is Gaming Gone Wild. So far, everything should be good. Everybody should be tuning in. I'm not sure if you're on YouTube, different platforms. I don't have the numbers in front of me. So if you can please just hit the like, share out the content, burn up the damn chat for me, okay? I need to see how things are working. So let's go ahead and pull up, and you can kind of see the story on screen now. Let's get to it. Where is everything at? Bam, there we go. Okay, so this story here we covered before, but we're going to talk about the latest updates on it, okay? An 11-year-old boy in Pennsylvania is accused of killing his father after a dispute involving a Nintendo Switch, okay? And the case is now moving through the court system. It's something we talked about, but now this kid is going to court. According to the reporting out of Perry County, investigators say the argument started after the boy was told to go to bed and his Nintendo Switch was taken away, okay? Police allege that later, after the adults went to sleep, the child searched for the device, found a key, and opened a locked safe. In that locked safe, he located a revolver, loaded it, and shot his father, Douglas Dietz, okay? Court reporting says the boy later told police he was angry and didn't think about what would happen when he pulled the trigger. Now, the boy's mother, Jillian Dietz, told investigators she woke up to a loud bang, tried to wake her husband, and then realized he had been shot. Reports say she later saw the child nearby and that he made statements indicating his father was dead. On February 19, 2026, the boy appeared in court and waived his preliminary hearing, which moves the case forward to the next stage in Perry County Court. Now, I know a lot of people are asking, because this is an 11-year-old boy, well, let's talk about it. Under Pennsylvania law, okay, juveniles aged 10 and older accused of homicide are automatically charged in adult court cases at the start of the process, okay? Now, defense attorneys can later ask for things to change, but that's what it starts out as, all right? The incident is alleged to have happened in the early morning hours in January 2026. Now, the case then moved through initial charging and detention. Then on February 19, 2026, the preliminary hearing was waived. So now we will see that case advance. So, I don't want to go too deep into it. And let me make sure. I'm glad to see you burn up the chat. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody burn up the chat. Please share out the content and hit any likes you can. Okay. This case sits at the intersection of three things that people argue about nonstop. I want to say parenting or discipline, however you want to say it. Access to firearms. All right. I got to watch what I say. And how the justice system handles kids. I think all of those are combined. Now, on one side, you have people who say, oh, this is serious. This kid needs to face adult consequences. Okay? He needs to face it. That's it. Then you have other people who say that this kid is still an 11-year-old and the court system should focus on treatment, development, rehabilitation, instead of giving him just a punishment. I agree. But the point almost everyone keeps circling back to is, how does a child get a key to get into a safe and handle a firearm? Not just get it, to handle it, to use it properly, which means this kid probably either seen it trained or the weapon may have been loaded. Now, that single detail turns this into a way bigger conversation, and it's more about safety and other things. But I do agree, this kid is 11 years old, and I know for a fact he's not going to be thinking the same when he's 18, from 11 now, right? He's not going to be thinking the same when he's 21, okay? 11 years old, you're not mature enough to make certain decisions. I do feel like it's a very violent crime. It's a tough one, man. I'm not even sure how to handle it. That's why we're going to let the courts handle it. I kind of feel, I'm going to be honest, 11 years old, you kind of know right from wrong to a certain extent. So I do think it needs to be a severe punishment. Severe, very severe, too. People might not agree with the punishment I think, but I will agree that it is a kid and he could change. There should be some rehabilitation while he is serving time. That's just my thought. It should also pay a reminder to, and I know this might sound crazy, but any other 11-year-old thinking they can just pop their mama and daddy need to know this is what's going to happen too. I mean, it's something you're going to have to set precedent for. Okay? So that's the way I feel on this one. Now, any comments on this before we move on? Okay, I see we got quite a few. And thank you. If you can, please hit the like, share out the content right now. Does sound good? Can I get a sound check? Are we good to move on to the next topic? Okay, seems like we still have something. Now, for those watching the vertical stream, is the vertical stream showing correctly? From what I'm seeing here, the vertical stream does not seem, okay, seems to be showing properly. I see it properly now. Thank you. So, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. All right, and hopefully all this is right. Okay, I'm hoping I'm getting this right because all this is set up brand new. Okay, all right, so far so good. All right, so this one, oh my goodness, I can't even believe this happened, bro. A sweeping anti-gambling raid in Hitchcock, Texas has led to the arrest of the city's mayor after investigators say undercover deputies were paid cash winnings from slot-style video game machines inside a local laundromat. This is no joke. We are talking about, let's get to the details. According to a probable cause affidavit described in local reporting, an undercover deputy played a machine at Comfort Zone Washateria and won $41.45. Not that much. Another deputy won $72, right? Not crazy. We're not going too crazy, right? Well, investigators say both payouts were made in cash by an employee working in the register area, and the money was allegedly pulled from a separate black bag kept apart from the business register. Got him. Now, authorities say that cash payout is the key detail because while slot-style 8-liner machines can be legal in Texas under limited conditions, cash prizes are not by any means. So, reporting notes that Texas law restricts winnings to non-cash items with low value, okay? And those limits are often described as under $5 wholesale value or up to 10 times the cost of play. That is it. Nothing else. You can't get nothing else, all right? Now, what makes this story very interesting is on February 18th, 2026, the Galveston, okay, I believe that's how you pronounce it, the Galveston County Sheriff's Office organized crime task force, okay, executed 21 search warrants. Yes, they did. 21 tied to 20 different locations across Hitchcock, including game rooms, gas stations, restaurants, and what else? Yes, the Washateria. Authorities also served a warrant at Hitchcock City Hall, damn it. And they said they left with documents and evidence connecting to permitting, inspections, and employee records that authorize all of this. Now, Sheriff Jimmy Fullen said the investigation followed repeated complaints from residents and local businesses. And he publicly described game rooms as a contributing factor to wider criminal elements. Fullen also said he met with the mayor, Chris Armacos, in October of 2025 and urged that the city reduce the number of game rooms. But the sheriff's office later launched its own operation when complaints continued. They did not waste any damn time. So, Armacos, who was also an assistant superintendent with Hitchcock ISD, was arrested and charged with engaging in organized criminal activity. Authorities say investigators also linked him to where else? To the Washateria through business and property records. Damn. Now, they also have reporting that says an employee told investigators the mayor was personally involved in handling larger payouts. The Galveston County District Attorney's Office praised the operation and emphasized that the investigation is still ongoing, with officials indicating additional charges could still follow, potentially including other city officials if evidence supports it. Damn. Now, by the numbers, authorities said the operation resulted in 33 arrests, the seizure of 749 gaming machines, more than $417,000 in cash, and 8 firearms. In a statement released through his defense attorney, Armacos said he intends to fight the charges as a private citizen and decline to litigate the case in media at all. He's going to be adding that his role as mayor and school district attorney have not been implicated at all by the charges. Whew, this is a tough one. Well, this case puts a big, bright spotlight on gray areas in cities that have these gaming machines. They're faced with a lot of issues with these gaming machines. Now, reporting notes that there is a lot of gaming machines still going around, and Hitchcock has collected significant revenue from amusement permits tied to gaming devices in past budgets. All right? Investigators said they may involve federal authorities to review some of this shit because they don't know whether or not any of this revenue connected to those operations was properly reported. So this may go federal. This shit just hit the fan. I feel for him. The investigation remains active, and officials say more details could come out as the cases are filed and prosecutions move forward. That's all we can say. Bunch of downright conniving, dirty down bastards. The fact that you got this government power and you're using it and manipulating through business is disgusting. And there are a lot of business owners that are struggling that are not using these manipulative tactics to make their business succeed. That is dirty. If that is the mayor, shame on you. Anybody in Hitchcock, you are disgusting for doing that. Thinking that taxpayers' dollars could be going to that shit. Yeah, you know, I ain't gonna do the hawk tooth. That's a whole girl thing. But this is disgusting, man. It's disgusting by a long shot. Now, everybody out there, I can't see the certain chats. If you're on YouTube and anything, you can burn it up. Somehow the chats are very weird. We're trying to get that worked out. It's through Restream, a new thing. So nonetheless, go ahead and hit the like, share out the content. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next one here. Now, hopefully we can get this right. I'm still, still getting it. Boom. Okay. This is actually working pretty good now. Okay. Working pretty good. So this one right here, you see the name on the screen. It's very disgusting. But this is gaming gone wild. We have to cover these crimes. This one right here, I'm going to put my glasses on. You know, usually I put the glasses on for the whole thing, but no. Put the glasses on now. It's time. A 36-year-old man, hold on. The fact that I'm reading this and I read the first line said a 36-year-old man. Oh, my Lord. My bad, y'all. A 36-year-old man from Staten, Oregon, okay, and I believe that's how you pronounce it. If it's not, correct me, but I believe it's Staten, Oregon, has been arrested and charged after investigators say he posed as a teenager on Discord and used Roblox gift cards to target a child in Chesterfield County, South Carolina. Yes. According to Chesterfield County Sheriff's Office, the investigation began on June 30th, 2025. That's when it began. Now, after they received a cyber tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, deputies say the tip flagged online enticement activity on Discord and included usernames and message transcripts connected to the child and an unknown suspect. Nasty work. Investigators say the suspect, identified as Robert Lee Allen Jr., told the child that he was 14. And he built an online friendship before exchanging phone numbers. Now, deputies say he then started sending Roblox gift cards, describing it as a common tactic used to build trust and gain leverage over young victims. Investigators say once the child confirmed the gift cards were valid, sorry about that. I'm getting real hot here, okay? Allen, okay, allegedly used the promise of more gift cards to pressure the child into sending illegal images. We're not playing, y'all. We talking about gift cards. My man is using gift cards to get illegal images. That's just as worse as a McDonald's Happy Meal. You're disgusting. Now, deputies say the investigator recognized the child's username, confirmed the child's identity, and contacted the parents, okay? Authorities say protective steps were taken, and the child's electronic devices were collected and examined as part of the case. The investigation then extended across state lines. Deputies say they traced the suspect to Staten and learned he was already a registered sex offender. Because of jurisdiction, Chesterfield County investigators coordinated with Staten Police Department and transferred evidence for prosecution in Oregon. Authorities say the Oregon investigation developed probable cause and also indicted similar conduct involving multiple child victims across the country. You can't make this up. Allen was taken into custody on February 19th, 2026, and charged with unlawful conduct with a child and encouraging child SA in the third degree. Deputies say additional charges are possible as the case continues. Law enforcement also used the arrest to warn families about how these situations happen online, saying predators often hide behind gaming usernames. They pretend to be kids a lot of these times and use digital gifts to build trust with the young ones. Gift cards. That's what they use. Now, for the parents, The practical takeaway is to stay involved and stay curious with all your kids' activities of what they do online. All right. Know what apps are installed on a device. Know what's on your child's phone. Check privacy settings. Keep an eye on, just something unexplained, like an unexplained gift. You look at their Roblox. What is it? Robux. Oh, how did you get so many Robux? Like, you have to explain that. Any clear message that something's happening, something secretive, because kids a lot of times are going to hide certain things, and you have to go beyond that to find out. So, yeah, this individual is very disgusting. He is arrested right now. And hopefully Chesterfield does what they need to do. Shout out to South Carolina's finest, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout them out, man. I ain't got what I got. Do I got a good sound for them? Let me see if I got something good for them, man. What I got? I ain't got much, man. I ain't got. Okay, we get a little NWO. A little NWO for them. A little NWO. Okay, to the chat. Adexa, what's going on? I see you in there. Burn up the chat. Anybody in the chat, I can see you. I'm trying to get the restream chat. I don't have the individual platforms, as now we're live on TikTok right now. And I will pull up just to make sure we're fine on TikTok. Because I haven't gotten any word from anybody on TikTok right now. So I'm going to take a look. Okay, so it seems like we may be having an issue on TikTok. Not sure, but we're going to have to move on with the show. Unfortunately, it's a shame, right? I know. They don't really, hey, I'm sorry, TikTok, if you're not with the program right now. Okay, it says we're streaming. Never mind. I'm going to pull up the TikTok live monitor so I can have that in front of me. So all my TikTok guys, I can have you right here. Okay? TikTok guys, I got the live monitor pulled up. Okay? We should be good to go. Now I can see anybody right there in TikTok. So go ahead, burn up the chat. I'm going to go ahead and put some in the chat. TikTok test. Okay? There we go. We're good. So let's move on to the next story. Okay. So this one right here is more exciting than the last one. It just keeps getting better, believe it or not. So this one right here is very disturbing because this man did something to his mother that I didn't even know you would do, like to your moms. It's crazy. But a 28-year-old man in Scottsdale, Arizona is facing multiple felony charges after prosecutors say he pointed a weapon at his mother and another man during a confrontation at home. But he then pulled the trigger. But the weapon did not fire. So it was just that bad. Now, the suspect that you see on screen is Bo Lawrence. In court, prosecutors described the weapon as an AK-style weapon and said that the alleged victims, which included his mother, were shocked and could not believe that Bo was actually doing this. Now, Lawrence has been charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, along with additional charges that include resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, and carrying a weapon during the commission of a felony. Prosecutors also raised concerns about Lawrence's online activity and the people he communicated with through gaming. In court, the state said Lawrence plays the video game Total War for an estimated 50 to 60 hours per week. And the prosecutors told the judge they had concerns about who he was interacting with online, alleging those contacts may have ties to extremist groups based in North Africa. Now, prosecutors also said Lawrence claimed he had secret apps on his phone that he used to communicate with individuals connected to his gaming circle. Now, the allegation has not been proven in court. This is something they're throwing out there, all right? But it was presented as part of the state's argument for why the situation should be treated as a safety risk. They think it's a big deal that this guy may have possible communication to these groups. Now, Lawrence denied the allegations during the hearing, of course, and he told the court the charges were false. He also claimed that he had been intimidated and said he believed he had been drugged, mentioning that, there's a THC liquid that he believed he might have, had rubbed into his skin or something along those lines. He also argued that he had rights related to the home and described the dispute as connected to what he considered a portion of his property. So, if any of you have grown-ass kids, which means if your kids are over the age of 21 and they're in your home, And one day they just decide, hey, I'm going to claim part of this property. That's what's happening right here. So, prosecutors suggested mental illness could be a factor in the case and told the court they believe Lawrence may have undiagnosed schizophrenia. Okay? This is not a diagnosis, but it was raised by the state as part of the argument, okay, with the risk and stability involved. Now, the judge increased Lawrence's cash bond from $50,000 to $100,000 and ordered conditions that include no return to the home tied to the incident and no contact with the alleged victims. So even if he is able to bail out, the home in which he resides in, he is not able to go back to. And I do think if he has an attorney on that, he does have some right to go back to his home, but that's here nor there. I mean, morally, I'm not on the side, all right? But at this stage, this is an alleged confrontation involving a weapon and a parent. I want to discuss that because I have parents. Love my parents, okay? I do not understand how anyone with their rabbit-ass mind could threaten one of their parents, especially when you're at the age that you're at and your parents may be at an older age where you could technically, physically do something to them. You pulled the trigger? What if it was loaded? My man, Bo, you lost your mind, bro. You have lost your mind. I don't know what's going on with you. I don't know if it's the heat in Scottsdale, Arizona, but do me a favor. I agree with the court, man. Go see some mental help. You might have schizophrenia. You know what I mean? I'm looking at you crazy. You do kind of got a face that, look like a face that been through something. I mean, no offense. You know what I'm saying? But look like a face that been through something. All right, I've seen a couple faces, and they look kind of rough from time to time. Okay? Now, I want to go ahead and get to the chat, too. Shane, what's going on all the way from Melbourne, Australia? Good to see you, sir. Dap me up, hairy knuckles and all. Okay? But without further ado, we're not going to hold everyone up. That, my friends, is gaming gone wild. Yeah, that was good. And you see, all these are being done by buttons. I'm not manually doing them. I have a stream deck right here in front of me. We are a professional podcast, and we try to stay professional. This is a one-man show, too, by the way. I want to let everybody know. If you are here, please hit the like, share out the content. It really helps the platform. Being a one-man show, I do my own graphics work. I do everything. So everything you see on screen, from the vertical to the landscape, to the screen switching, to the videos, to, even the mics, everything is done as a one-man show. So please, if you can, hit the like, share out the content, man. It really helps me. I'm trying to grow for all the hard work, okay? Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic, all right? Okay. There we go. So this one right here, I couldn't wait to talk about. A lot of people here from this channel, we're very familiar with Nintendo. We talk about Nintendo all the time. All right? Nintendo, we've talked about modding Nintendo Switch systems. We talked about Nintendo whether it be putting pressure, legal pressure on people like Gary Bowser, right? We've talked about Uber chips being sued for $2.5 million. We talked about let's say projects, right? Fan-made projects that were taken down from Nintendo. So we cover Nintendo a lot and talk about them. The Switch 2 we covered, too much. So Nintendo's got a place in my heart. But this one right here is nasty work, Nintendo, and we got to discuss it. A lot of people remember this, okay? So I just want to know, people may remember this, but this is something that you all, once you hear, you will go, damn, this is crazy. Can't see the background, it's behind you. Okay. So, Shane, if you are looking for the background behind me, you're probably looking at the vertical one. The vertical one's more about my face. We're not too worried about the back, but I understand, Shane. I will take that into consideration. For those who do want to see the background on the vertical one or want something changed within the vertical, please let me know, or any type of visuals that you would like to see, please let me know. This is brand new, and we want to push this forward from now on. So if you're on your phone and you're watching the podcast, it might be a little better for you, right, to watch it vertical versus the landscape. We're just trying to help out the platform and continue to grow, all right? So on this one right here, we talked about it before as part of Gaming Gone Wild, but now it's going to have its own topic, and we really have to discuss this. And DJ C Money, good to see you, man. I didn't want to leave you out, DJ C Money. I see you, man. All right, DJ C Money in the house. Everybody, y'all can say what's up to him. My man, manager of the show, running the joint. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. Now, a New York City Pokemon card shop made headlines after a terrifying armed robbery, okay? A lot of people may remember this, some may not. But they're now dealing with a very different kind of pressure and a branding request from none other than, guess who? Nintendo. Now, the store was known as the Poke Court, a small Pokemon card and collectible shop in Manhattan. And in January 2026, the shop drew national attention after a burglary during an in-store event where staff and customers were held at gunpoint. And the owner said roughly $100,000 in inventory was taken within minutes. A lot of people seen the video. It went very viral. Scary moment, all right? After the incident, though, the Pokemon community rallied, okay? They rallied around the store like no other with support I have not seen. This community, the Pokemon community, really get behind their people, man, okay? They showed support, messages, customers showing up. They did everything to do to help keep the business alive. Now, the shop says Nintendo, go figure. And this is after Pokemon Company came and helped them, okay? Everybody. But who do you know? Now, Nintendo has contacted them with concerns about their name and logo, specifically the branding that included a stylized Pokeball and the Poke naming. Now, the owners, they're complying. They're not fighting back. They're actually rebranding the business as the Trainer Court. But I don't think that is right. I don't think, it's a moment for Nintendo to get beautiful branding, popular branding. Why is it when these companies have the chance to do good PR, they don't fucking do it? All you have to do, Nintendo, let me go ahead and school you, Nintendo, okay? Let me school you. All you have to do, Nintendo, is send one person over there. And you know what? I know you probably feel away, but get one person from the States. Send them over there, okay? When you send a person right over there to the store, maybe throw an event for them. Maybe have something big. Maybe say, hey, it's not enough, we apologize for taking your name, but it's something as a rebranding opening. Why not get behind the Trainer Court? Now, I agree, right? It is a lot of different companies that use Nintendo's name. It's a lot of companies I could possibly think making bank off of being named Poke something or having a Pokemon stylized ball in their logo as the Poke Court. So there's a part of me, I'll give Nintendo a little bit, just a little bit. But when it comes to PR, they just handle it like shit. That's just me. Okay? Now, the store's updated branding replaces the previous Pokeball style logo with a simpler design, of course. And the owners say it's still the same team, still the same community events, still the same focus around Pokemon cards and tournaments. But I don't like that. I don't like that they just come in after you had a robbery and had $100,000 taken from you, that now they come in and say, hey, you know what? Why don't you change your name to? Seems pretty shitty morally. I mean, that's just me. I don't know. Can y'all tell me, is that shitty morally? Because I know if my ass got robbed, the company that I actually, Pokecourt. Ooh, what did you do? I'm helping your brand. I'm not shit. If Pokecourt don't look bad, but you know what? That's what it is. I got it. I figured it out, y'all. This is the same thing that happens when they feel like, hey, we don't want that type of activity related to our name. You had a break-in. It's not your fault. Nope, not your fault. But we don't want to be alongside of it. Change your name. That's the way I feel. Now, in their public message, the shop framed the rebrand as a pivot rather than a shutdown. They're thanking supporters who stood by them after the robbery and signaling that they plan to keep building. Now, this also highlights something that has been true for many, many years that nobody really wants to dig into. Nintendo and its damn intellectual property rights. It's trademarks, especially around Pokemon. Y'all already see what Power World going. Power World been fighting. Power World they're probably professional boxer, right? Power is professional boxer right now. Because they ping, 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 they throwing it right back. Nintendo, you ain't got nothing. Okay? Mechanics. We get into mechanics. When video games start taking certain mechanics, a lot of people don't know. You might play Fallout New Vegas and go, man, I love the mechanic where you could just scroll around or pick a different name. Believe me, that's copyrighted. You'll see other games use it, but they don't use it the same way as like a Mass Effect does. Why is that? Maybe we need to look into that, okay? But when a business is clearly fan-driven and they got community-based events and everything, historically, they good to go. I think this whole thing about this company having issues after the rebranding, I don't think it's going to happen. I think the trainer court's going to do fine. I just don't like that you have to go through a name change, and I don't like that you're all happy about it. Like, I know people say, hey, what are you supposed to do? It's the business side. And yeah, if I was the PR side, I would have said the same. But damn it, why can't one employee just come out and be like, yo, I'm not going to lie, it was shitty of Nintendo. Okay, I'm an ex-employee, okay? That's why I said it. So somebody that find an ex-employee and let them say it, okay? Because that's shitty of Nintendo. It is morally wrong. And this is not the first time Nintendo has done it. They've done it multiple times. Can I get an amen? Holy Lord Jesus. Now, I do want to say that Nintendo, for some reason or another, they did this after they made national news. They didn't wait till everything calmed down. Why, Nintendo? Why didn't you wait till shit calmed down? Shit hit the fan, bro. You know it's going to look bad on you PR-wise. You could have waited 1 month, and it would have been better. But you didn't. I almost think you like being a bully. That's what it is. I called it. Nintendo likes being a bully, bro. It's just the facts. You know what I'm saying? You're right. Look at that. You're right. There we go. I see on the chat. We got the TikTok live monitor too. There we go. You're right. Burn up the chat. It's just the way it is. So I don't want to harp on this too long. We got an hour show, and we want to make sure we get through the show in the full hour. So we need to move along. But I do want to say, Nintendo, the day's coming where you're going to bite off more than you can chew. And there will be somebody that you will do this to, and they will fight back, and it could possibly hurt you. A lot of people wanted that from Yuzu, but I do not think in the Yuzu case that it would have happened. I do think Yuzu Emulator would have lost. And for those who do not know what I'm talking about, Yuzu Emulator lets you emulate Nintendo Switch games. I don't think it would have won. Maybe would have gave some interesting points, but we need something to set precedent for Nintendo to not be able to do this shit. And we need laws to change on digital items, period. Nonetheless, appreciate you. Hit the like, go out and share the content. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next topic. All right? And these buttons are working great, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't even be mad myself. I click the button, it just switches. It's like, oh, it's so beautiful. Okay? For those who do not know, get a Stream Deck. Okay, get a Stream Deck. And we got to go because we got to hurry up and move through the show. But this one right here, I had to cover. You may not see the individual behind me. Everybody can look up images of the individual. I will talk about them. And I think that's most important. Okay. For those who do not know, a long time fighting game community member, okay, long time, is reportedly being held in ICE custody. And the Street Fighter scene is rallying around him. Who would have figured Street Fighter scene would save somebody? Now, they're rallying around him because they want him to have a legal defense fundraiser, which they have started, which, by the way, has raised tens of thousands of dollars in a matter of days. I want to say it could be as close or over $70,000 that they're trying to help for a legal defense, okay? Now, the player is known as Ludovic. Let me go ahead. I apologize about that. Got the phone beeping. But the player is known as Ludovic, all right? He's known in the FGC for competing across titles like Street Fighter, Tekken, King of Fighters, and Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. He's described by many in the community as a positive and supportive person with a illuminating presence. That's powerful words when people say that about you. According to multiple reports and updates shared by organizers, Ludovic was detained by ICE in Maryland, and supporters right after that quickly launched a GoFundMe because they knew this was some bullshit. Now, they launched the GoFundMe to cover legal representation and related costs because they knew it costs a lot of money when you have to deal with anything legally. In the early updates, organizers said the fundraising helped pay for the initial retainer and early legal fees. They also described that the situation now is changing day by day. An update shared on February 19, 2026 said that I'm not sure to pronounce this, but I think it's a habeas corpus petition was filed and signed by a judge, which would require the government to justify the detention, okay? And organizers said legal paperwork was also filed to help ensure attorneys are notified about any changes in his status or location. But as many people who have been detained by ICE, what do you think happened? I want to ask. I just want to see. What do you think happened? Well, later updates said Ludovic was moved out of Maryland to an ICE detention facility in Louisiana. And supporters stated his lawyers were not properly notified of the transfer. Another update after that, he was moved again, this time to an ICE facility in Georgia. Supporters described that another transfer has happened without proper notification to anyone on his legal team. Again. Supporters say Ludovic has been able to communicate with close friends and family and described him as actually physically okay, pretty upbeat. He's staying in good spirits, believe it or not, even as the situation remains uncertain. I don't know how he's doing it. My man got a hell of a heart. But at this stage, key details are still not public, including the underlying reason for the detention in the first place, any immigration status, questions, anything involved. What's the government next move? Like, what is it? We got nothing. Now, organizers have emphasized that the fundraiser is focused on legal defense. Updates are also being shared through official channels, and information will become available and shared through those channels. For the FGC, the bigger reality is that this no longer is just some goddamn esports tournament talk shit. Like, this is one of your peoples, bro. You gonna see the FGC community. Y'all better get like the Pokemon community, okay? Step up, represent. Not for this man right here. Not for, I don't care what anything's going on. I represent, okay? I'm standing up for this brother right here. We need to get this brother home, man. Okay, from my understanding, his original place from where he was born at was Cameroon. I don't know. Correct me on that if I'm wrong. Get my man back home to the States, man. He graduated high school. You graduated high school in America. Do you know what high school in America is? You American. You graduate high school in America from 4 years. You do 4 years in a high school in America, you automatically American. That's my rule. Like, I got that automatically. I don't care where you come from. You served them 4 years in high school and you make it. You graduate, you communicate, you got friends and all that. American. That's the way it goes. Pink, what's going on? Appreciate you dap me up, Harry Knuckles and all. Go ahead and share out the content, hit the like. Thank you for being here. Burn up the chat. Okay? But when a community member can go from like brackets to shankles, we need some emergency legal action, okay? We need something, because this is going to change how people travel. It's going to change attendance. It's going to change safety around major events. And part of me does blame the FGC event, because I do believe if you are bringing people in, you are responsible for these people, which means you should not be letting anyone in. And I do understand if there's federal authority, you cannot really say much. You can't do much. You kind of have to hold your hands up to it. So I'm not going to act like they weren't in that scenario. But there are a lot of times where, and I'm going to tell you, this might be a little hood, but this is where it comes into play and it helps. What someone should have done is they should have said, okay, we will let you come in and we will let you do what you need to do. One moment, I'm just going to make sure it's okay. They would have said, no, you don't have to. Nope. They would have went over there and been checking if it's okay. You tell those individuals right now that ICE is coming in here, everybody leave. Shut down. Shut it down, bro. Make it so ICE can't do nothing. Shut it down. Boop. Everybody gone. Just like that. That's what I think you should do. But that's just me. That's just me. I might be on my own on that. Okay. But this is still developing. Okay. I want to know the next major step will come through legal proceedings and verified updates. So stay tuned and keep a lookout for my man. Okay. We want to see what's going on. So Ludovic's attorneys and organizers should let us know something soon. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and move on, man. Everybody send a big shout out to him. Hopefully he gets home. Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. Everybody, for those who do not know, this is Dude, I Got the Munchies. Okay? If you are tuning in right now, for those who do not know, you might be tuning in on the vertical stream. You might be tuning in on the horizontal stream. Well, if you're on YouTube, we're vertical and horizontal. Some platforms, we are only one way. So if you do want to see a vertical stream, you might want to go to TikTok. You might want to go to YouTube, check out the vertical. You might want to go to Instagram. But if you want a landscape, you also have YouTube. You have Twitch. You have X. So we kind of spreading the platform. So what I would like for you to do is go ahead and hit the like, share the content, right? This is Dude, I Got the Munchies. This is a subject where we talk about nothing but munchies, food that we all know and love. Everybody here, I want to see in the chat, hands. Can I get a show of hands? Who here has an inner fat child? Who here? I know I do. I got one bad, really bad. So bad so that I cover these topics weekly, and they almost go, I want to say we're still having comments on some of these topics that we posted 2 years ago. So Dude, I Got the Munchies has been a segment we're going to keep forever. Probably not going to be leaving or losing it anytime soon. So without further ado, let's go ahead and move to Dude, I Got the fucking Munchies. Oh my goodness, that feels so beautiful when you can just press one button and everything switches, man. That's so beautiful. Now, let's start with this one. Columbia Sportswear just dropped a beer called Nature Calls. And yes, the headline is exactly what it sounds like. It's being marketed as beer made with bear droppings. I am not joking. It is a beer made with I can't even say it. That is just so disgusting. It is a beer made with bear droppings. We can't do that. We got to kill that, okay? Now, the catch is it wasn't brewed with the actual waste, but with water that previously contained it. So they're saying it previously contained bear droppings, then it got fully treated and sanitized before brewing, and that's what you're drinking. Those bear droppings that were sanitized before you're drinking them. You know what I'm saying? That makes it okay. Now, it's a limited drop with Breakside Brewery in Oregon, and Columbia is leaning so hard into the joke, they're literally calling it the shittiest parts of nature. Let's go ahead and move on. If y'all want some damn bear dropping beer, go ahead. Nature Calls. Go ahead and grab it. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, that's just ridiculous. I'm not doing that. All right. So for all you Labubu fans, your obsession just became edible. Yes, the viral toy brand Labubu teamed up with Godiva Japan for a dessert collab. And it includes Labubu-shaped chocolates, a chocolate soft serve, and a hazelnut chocolate drink with branded extras. It hits Godiva's locations in Japan starting February 18th, 2026, which has already passed, so you guys have probably either seen it or you might see some people trying it. But it's going to mean collectors can now either display Labubu or eat Labubu. Either way, you have it now to show. Labubus have been taking the world by storm, and now you guys can go ahead and try the chocolate. Am I pronouncing, is it Godiva? How do you guys pronounce it? I put Godiva. Right, Godiva? I don't know. It might be Godiva. Right, but nonetheless, let's go ahead and move on. I'm not a big Labubu fan. I'm not eating the chocolate either. So screw it all. We could skip everything. Okay, let's move on to the next one. All right, because that was like, all right, so McDonald's Gotta send a shout out to you. You always coming through. And McDonald's Canada just released breakfast poutine. Yes, McDonald's Canada. And this is the kind of item that sounds like it was invented in the back alley at 2 a.m. at a breakfast IHOP or something. Like, I don't know what the hell. Okay, but it launched February 17, 2026 in Quebec and Atlantic Canada. It's only sold during breakfast hours, though. So you guys got to go during breakfast time. Now, that's from 4 a.m. to 11 a.m. All right? So instead of fries and gravy, this version uses potato bites, cheese curds, eggs, sausage, and an hollandaise-style breakfast sauce, and will be priced at $7.99. I can't even believe it, man. I'm not gonna lie, it sounds pretty good. I don't even mess with poutine shit like that. That sounds pretty good. Am I the only one? Am I the only one that think that sounds good? I'm thinking it sounds delicious. You know what I mean? We ain't done though. McDonald's has another rumor floating around, man. And I don't know if this is true, but I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it. All right. Reports from UK food reviewers say Chicken McBites could be returning in March for the first time in over a decade in the UK. Basically, classic popcorn chicken trying to compete with KFC. McBites originally launched in 2012 but got pulled in 2013, but only popped up in limited runs. All right? Places like Australia, New Zealand, and since then, you know, it's kind of been a dud. But you got a UK coming back, and this is a big throwback if it lands and it hits. It's a rumor, okay? But that's going to be a big throwback, so I hope they do. McDonald's, bring back chicken selects. All right, bring them back. The hell you doing, man? You wasting time. Everybody's eating chicken right now. Bring back your damn chicken selects, man. Like, I don't understand that. It's just, to me, it's baffling. It's baffling to me. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Okay? So, if you're into snack collabs, people are spotting what looks to be like a feastable crossover with the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Now, the leaked looking lineup includes a Galaxy Cocoa Crunch bar, white chocolate peanut butter Yoshi eggs, and sour boost gummies. There has been no official release details yet, but the packaging is already popping up in the wild, and this is a weird bunch. And for those who do not know, Mr. Beast is everywhere. The Feastables, at certain points, they're falling. Like, I do think the Feastable type Lunchable thing is falling, but the Feastable candies, they're showing up in some dollar store, another thing, but you have some that are kind of niche and they're selling. So I'm going to say Mr. Beast, he's also opening up more Beast Burgers in other locations. So some of it must be working if he's investing more money into it, all right? But nonetheless, that's Mr. Beast, and, I'm not going to be eating it. So you can try it at your own risk. What do y'all think? Do y'all want to try this? Let me know, all right? Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Now, Popeyes, baby, is also back in the seasonal bag. You know what time it is. They got the $6 seafood lineup. You already know that, but that ain't what we here to talk about today. We here to talk about the fried pickles returning at $3.99. And yes, they're pushing multiple shrimp flavors with them as well. We're going to have multiple shrimp flavors along with the fried pickles. Popeyes, talk to me nice. Okay, they're going to have some shrimp flavors now, including garlic parmesan. Oh, my Lord. Lemon pepper. I almost want to stop right there, y'all. Let's go back. Let's go back, because that was me. I went off. But they're going to have shrimp flavors, including garlic parmesan, lemon pepper, buffalo, and ghost pepper. Apparently, your seafood needs a difficulty setting. It needs to know whether we need to go to very damn hard my ass off or very easy, I want the lemon pepper. You know what I'm saying? Hey, whatever works, man. Hey, you get some lemon pepper fried pickles? Popeyes, how do y'all feel about this? Am I going overboard? Am I going overboard? I don't think so. I don't think so. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Popeyes, you did your thugdism. Okay, I can't say nothing else about you. Can't say nothing else about you. Okay, now, finally, and this ain't no last but not least, but Taco Bell brought back cheesy street excuse. I almost called them joints paloopas. Oopa loopa, take me. My bad, y'all. My bad. I'm tripping. All right. Let's rewind that back. Can I get it back? Can I get it back? Can I get that me up? Okay, my bad. There we go. Thank you. Now, Taco Bell brought back cheesy street chalupas. All right. This time with a chicken bacon ranch version plus matching chicken bacon ranch nacho fries. They got them like side by side. This is going to be their thing. It started February 19th. All right. But if you ever looked at the menu and thought, man, like I want lunch, but I kind of want breakfast, but I don't, and you don't know what you want and all this stuff, guess what? They just made it harder for you. Taco Bell has a menu now that is growing. I was a person that was very critical of Taco Bell's menu. They were not introducing enough things. And the things they were introducing was falling flat. The only thing I think they have is Mountain Dew Baja Blast and the frozen drinks. I thought they were smashing that. And I don't even know if it's Baja Blast at Taco Bell. Is it? I think it is Baja Blast. Right? Like those frozen drinks. I think they were smashing those. It's just a problem when it came to the food. So bringing back cheesy street chalupas was amazing. I think like, oh my goodness, dap me up, hairy knuckles and all, to everybody, okay? We got to give it up. So without further ado, guys, that is Choose Your Fate. Travis, I'm not barking, Travis. What are you doing? Travis, what's up? Travis, first of all, dap me up, hairy knuckles and all. Good to see you, my dude. All right. But that, my friends, is Choose Your Fate. Okay? So, let's go ahead. Y'all see this is professional, bro. Where else do you go where you get screen by screen, you get different subjects, topics, we're moving on, you get to talk. So this is a professional show. All right? Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. All right, here we go. So, this one, like I said, we're kind of on time right now. We're a little bit over, so we do want to go ahead and make sure we get through this properly, okay? So, Discord is taking heat right now over age verification and the fallout because it's already changing where gaming communities are choosing to hang out. Let me go ahead and make sure. I want to see if this sounds good, okay? Are we sounding good right now? Okay, all right, okay, we sound good. Now, the reason this is big is because Discord was fine. Everybody loved Discord, but then they started taking a lot of heat over this age verification stuff. So we're going to get more into it. So Teamspeak says it has seen a major surge in new users after Discord announced it will require age verification in certain situations. Teamspeak announced that on February 16th, all right? And that they'll be expanding capacity, adding new hosting regions, including Frankfurt and Toronto, after what they call an incredible surge of new users. Some regions getting flooded, they say. Just imagine being Teamspeak right now. This Teamspeak is like, oh my gosh, like Teamspeak is loving it. Now, Shadow, Discord kind of sucks with age verification. I think they're copying Roblox. Somebody else mentioned that earlier. I agree, bro. Y'all spot on. Y'all spot on with the Roblox. You know what I'm saying? Like the age verification thing and people jumping on, they are wilding with that, okay? Now, they say the reason for the move is Discord's new age assurance rollout. That's why everybody's moving over to Teamspeak, if you do not know. Discord has said that age verification may have triggered some users, depending on regions and the type of spaces they're trying to access verification for. It can involve options like maybe facial scans, submitting a government ID, depending on local requirements. And a lot of people don't feel comfortable giving that information over to Discord, especially knowing hacks are happening. Okay? Discord also said that verification data is handled through third-party vendors and not stored permanently. And I believe those third-party vendors have some ties to some other, I don't want to get, I'm going to say allegedly, but they have it tied to some other firms, or let's say other third-party vendors that seem to be raking in money from the data that's being gathered. So they actually are benefiting from gathering all this data from individuals. This shit is sick. It's about money. It's a money play and information play. A lot of people have been frowning up against Discord, me included. I've never been a big user of Discord, but this is just a good reason of why the hell I should just run away. Now, I want to say, I don't know about this 100%, but In the UK, I believe Discord also faced criticism because the language about the age assurance, okay? Like, Discord used the term experiment. All right, I don't like that experiment. I don't like that term, okay? But it used an experiment involving Persona. And I think that's the company that's taking a lot of this data. Now, Persona is an identity verification vendor. Discord later confirmed that test ended and that Persona's CEO said the data from that specific test was deleted. A lot of people don't believe that shit. Why would you? You're gathering that data, and I understand there's safety reasons and legal reasons, so maybe it could be true. But data is power. To release that data, I don't understand. When we got Nancy, right, lost out there, and Google could now pull a camera footage that we thought, oh, you can't pull camera footage unless you pay for a subscription. Oh, right? We also seen a Super Bowl commercial where a dog got lost, and every Ring camera in the world was able to see the dog. So what happens when I'm walking down the street and they looking for me, right? Enemy of the state style, Minority Report. Like, this is scary. People don't want to admit it, but it's scary. Okay? Now, I don't even know how to say this, but security and privacy concerns around age verification vendors have been a huge part of the conversation for a long time. The reporting on Persona gonna raise alarms on anybody. Shit, what do you think it's gonna raise? It's gonna raise alarms on anybody. All right? Persona describes this as verification tooling that goes, what I think, is far beyond a simple age check. You got automated checks, you got a bunch of different things, but to me, it feels like a full identity risk situation waiting to happen. This ain't no basic, hey, confirm your age, show us your ID type thing, right? It's not that, because if it was that, we would be fine with it. A lot of things like Steam, how many times you go to Steam and there's a game that's 18 or up and it says enter your age? Simple as that, right? But that's the key reason you're seeing these communities move. It's not just, I don't want to verify my age. So I know a lot of people are going, hey, people just go, I don't want to verify my age. I'm just mad at Discord. I don't like Discord. I don't like Discord. No, it is not that by far. It's, I don't want to hand over my identity data and keep using the same server the same way to the same people who get hacked the same way, who do the same dirty work. It's disgusting. It's despicable. In Discord, you should be a damn shame of yourself, okay? So, of course, people shopped alternatives, and that's where Teamspeak came into play. And Teamspeak is one of the main winners right now that I see everybody going to. It's older than Discord. It's known for stable voice comms. I've seen people use it in the past. Why not? I think it's a good second Discord to me. So without further ado, Discord, I don't know what the hell you're doing, but I can tell you this. The reason why we're here is because it shows how tense things have gotten. OpenClaw, for those who do not know, is an open source AI agent project that has a strict rule on Discord right now, where mentioning crypto terms like Bitcoin can get you removed. Bitcoin, yes, something simple like that. After the creator said token scammers and harassment nearly derailed the project. So that's why there's all this. So you even mentioned Bitcoin. Boop, gone. Why? Discord servers are a battleground right now. Not to mention you were hacked. Hackers seen the type of data that was still there and that you're giving out. What about that? What about our right to privacy? See, you think we're stupid. And the fact that all this got put into the light, I don't blame people for leaving Discord. It got put into the light. We got to see your bad business practices. That's why many businesses don't want to show that. You just showed it. Let's go ahead and move on to the last but not least topic. Everybody, this is none other than the most viral topic we have across all of them. This is choose your fate. Choose Your Fate is a video game debate where we typically take video game topics and you must choose one. That is it. You have to pick one. You cannot pick one or the other. You can't get wishy-washy with it. I want to pick this one. I want to pick. Nope. Can't do none of that. You got to pick the choice you got and stick with it. So without further ado, and let's see if this works too. I hope this works. Let's go to Choose Your Fate. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. One button did all that. So we're going to go ahead and start. So this first one, okay. I like this one. All right, I got to go over there. So which would you rather choose? Would you rather have a video game console set up at a barbershop for everybody to play? Or a video game console set up at an auto repair shop for everybody to play? I know what some people may think. I'm going to break down the logics to you as being a video game extraordinaire. Okay? One, if you have the video game console at an auto repair shop, it's great. You're getting your car worked on, it might take an hour, it might take 2 hours. It gives you time to game. The problem is there might be 3 or 4 or 5, 6 people there, and unless you got multiplayer games or some games that's real quick, like you might see people, you got a game of NBA 2K going on, it's going to be a minute, right? And you got people, hey, I got next, and you got, you might run into it. So that could be an issue. But then you got the barbershop. And we already know with the barbershop, man, you getting your hair cut. You can't play the game while you're getting your hair cut, but you seeing them playing, they talking smack, they betting on the game, all that. I'm going to have to say the barbershop, hands down. Video game consoles are already sitting at a lot of barbershops. We also have video game consoles at some auto repair shops, so I don't want to act like that. But barbershops is normal. Like, it's normal for you to go to a haircut in a black barbershop and bet on a Madden game. Like, that to me might be normal. I don't know. That might be a little bit to me. Might be ghetto. I don't know. Is it ghetto? But I think if you go in and you get your hair cut, I might be watching the game, right? I might, and not the actual game. I might be watching the game on Madden between the two champs in there. I might be watching an actual NBA game. I might be watching a movie like Money Talks, like, and somebody might walk in and they might sell, hey, I'll take orders for Jordans. And like, the barbershop is weird. It's very weird. So I think automatically this has to go to barbershop, like barbershop. Now, let me go to the chat. Moo, yeah, barbershop for me too. There we go. I'm glad. Thank you, Moo. I'm glad I'm not alone on that. Video game console at the barbershop. Final answer. Thank you. All right. Glad I'm not the only one. Now, next one. So, would you rather have free arcade games at the grocery store or a LAN lounge in every mall? It's good. This is one I got to think about, right? Because if I'm in the grocery store, I'm typically shopping. But let's say I'm in there and my wife is shopping. Or maybe I got kids that I don't want to be, they can go to the arcade area. Or if I was a kid and mom and dad was shopping, I could play games for, ooh, damn. Or then you got the LAN gaming lounge where you could be at the mall, right? And then you could go in there, it's just all computers. You can walk up and play against other people and show out. Yo, I'm not going to lie, man. Ooh, this is a toughie. Y'all, I'm going to pick, and this is going to show my age, I'm going to pick free arcade games in a grocery store. The reason I'm going to pick that is because as being a kid growing up, one of the things I did often with my parents, I did not like, was going to the grocery store. Yes, it's boring, okay? I don't want to pick, you pick the food, okay? I don't want to go. Okay, the only time I want to go is if we're going to go around and walk and do something cool, look at cool stuff. Like, dude, I don't want to go just to pick out the same food, right? That's like, okay. Unless I'm picking out stuff for just me, right? Did okay. But I'm sorry. If I could just walk into the arcade and play arcade games for free, and I don't got to go around with my parents, oh, my brothers, we all here. We could play Mortal Kombat and Killer Instinct. And, oh, man. So it's going to show my age. I'm going to say arcade games, even though it would be nice to have a gaming lounge and play with kids at the mall. And that's kind of pause-worthy. Play with other gamers at the mall. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead. Ain't see anything? Okay. I'm going to make sure ain't nobody pick one. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. We doing real good. You see the way it's moving too? The way we kind of got it going. All right, I like this. I like this. So let me get the TikTok monitor up. Okay, I see in TikTok. There we go. All right, you've been telling people, yo, thank you, DJC Money. I see you there in TikTok sharing out the like, DJC Money. Appreciate that. I see the CJ join. What's going on with you, CJ? Everybody share out, hit the likes, do all the content. Do that for me. Now, this next one. Would you rather have street light mini games or a bus stop with built-in gaming? This is easy. A bus stop with built-in gaming. Like, I don't even think we need to question that. Street lights with mini games would be cool because you got so many people crossing the street. Maybe in busy cities, like, just think about a busy city like New York, right? You got a lot of people crossing the street. Imagine if there were mini games when you're walking across, playing with people and doing stuff. Like, it makes people, like, kind of be involved in a game that they never actually be involved in. If you don't want to play, you don't got to, right? I think that is a pretty cool concept. But built-in bus stop gaming? Oh, come on, man. You talking about I could sit down, wait for the bus, and play a homie in a game. Oh, man, come on, man. Hey, you want to play Mortal Kombat? All right, let's get it on. Dan, the bus coming. Hey, take my turn, man. That's it. That's it, right? Somebody can take your turn. It's going to be steady rotation because the bus is going to be coming, right? So you're not going to have one person hogging it up. There should be limits, too. So you can't get the homeless guy like, hey, I've been hitting all homeless guy. You can't, We got limits here, man. Okay? But, of course, I come from areas where that bus stop is there. It gets beat up. So it'll probably work for a week. It'll be broke, but it'll be good to have for a week. So I got built-in gaming for the bus. Final answer. Bow, bow, bow. Okay? Let's go ahead and see if the soundboard's working good, too. Yeah, okay. Still working good. Still working good. Let's move on to the next one. Hopefully I got this right because I forgot what number we on. Okay, I think this is... Boom! Oh, I'm good, man. Killing it. Okay, so Kel, what's going on? Dap me up, Harry Knuckles and all, Kel. Least you could do, man, is go ahead and share out the content and everything, man. Good to see you, man. Everybody tuning in. I see a lot of people coming in from TikTok. Share out the content, man. Represent your boy, okay? We're going to be doing live gaming streams and other things, too, from now on across all platforms, so just know that. So, which one would you rather choose? Would you rather choose your library having weekly gaming tournaments? Or would you rather have a public park gaming pavilion? I ain't gonna lie, public park gaming pavilion, very easy. I don't care about the library having a tournament. You don't even gotta have a tournament. When I got the public park, yo, I could literally wake up, take a shower, Saturday, I ain't got no school, go, oh, mom, where you going? To the park? Like, where else I gotta go? Hey, they got a big screen there, bro. You get to play and show off your skills against everybody. Do you know how popular that would make nerds? Do you know how popular that would make gamers? Hardcore gamers? A big screen, people riding by down the street and seeing you kicking people ass in Tekken, King of Fighters, something like that. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Someone needs to set up a public park gaming pavilion. Unless I gotta do it myself. Just one big screen, bring a console there. You know, your house can be right by, but everybody riding by can just see what people are playing. Because there are so many gamers in this world who cannot let out their true gaming because they feel a little awkward. They feel like, I shouldn't be doing this, but we got to do that, man. So public park gaming pavilion. Final answer. I don't even think this one's close. I don't think this one's close. That's just me. Let's move on to the next one. Okay. Ooh, wait. Damn, we getting tough. We getting real tough, okay? Now, we got... This is tough, man. I don't know if I need to take off my glasses. Would you rather have a hospital gaming lounge while you're waiting on someone? Or would you rather have an airport gaming quiet zone where you can go and game for free without anybody bothering you? I think this one is hospital gaming lounge, and I think it should be an easy one to choose, even though both of them are great. Okay, hospital gaming lounge, because everybody who goes to the hospital, you're either going in as a patient or you're going to wait for somebody. If you're not an employee, right, you're waiting for somebody to come out. Imagine being able to have an actual gaming lounge where you can relax, play the video game, enjoy. You could play online, you could play with people inside, and you could play the entire time while you wait on that person to come out. It'll be a very good thing to have in an emergency room where people typically go in and they're waiting for 5 hours, 6 hours. Give them something to do. There should be like different things to sanitize the controllers, clean the screen, like everything. Even if you put the controller in like a wrap, or you got to put these like boots on your hands before you play it. Like we need something that needs to happen. And yes, I know it will probably be one of the most bacteria-ridden gaming lounges you will ever see because it's at a hospital, right? But still, I think it's the better choice. So I'm going with hospital gaming lounge. Final answer. And that, my friends, is choose your now, I want to see. Now, DJ C Money is on the side. I want to see if I could bring you up. I don't know how this is going to work. So, we're going to try this, okay? We're going to see how it works. I'm going to pull up Restream now. And we're going to go ahead and see if you can join, all right? I'm going to put the link in the chat, and it's for anyone who want to join. If you want to discuss any of the topics, now is your time. So let's go ahead and share out this, and everybody should be able to see it. I should be able to add you in just fine. Let's hit link, okay, and DJ C Money, I see you there. Okay, and let's get the link and share it out just for everyone else. Link is here. Here we go. All right. Now it should be coming through. Oh, damn it. It told me it didn't come through. This is some buddy. Okay, there we go. Now it's finally going through. Okay, so everybody's going to see the link. Let's see. I'm going to DJ C Money. I'm going to try to bring you in. I'm going to turn myself off. Okay, and I'm going to bring you in. I don't know how this looks right now, DJ C Money, okay? But I'm going to pull it up right now so I can see. Is everybody just seeing me? Do we got DJ C Money on screen? Do we even see DJ C Money? I don't see DJ C Money or nothing. Now, man arrested for allegedly stealing mango. What is this? Oh, it pulled up an old episode. I'm like, what is going on? I clicked the wrong thing. That's me. That's me. All right, there we go. I see it. And no, it still shows me, okay? So, DJ C Money, I don't know what's going on, man. Hold on. Let me see if I can bring you in, DJ C Money. Work with me. Work with me. I'm going to take you out. All right. We're going to go ahead and see if we can bring you in now. There should be an invite guest. All right. So, here we go. Studio. And then, bingo. Oh, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm going to click Restream right now. It's pulling up. Okay, there we go. We good. We good. Now I'm about to bring you in. I see it right now. I'm clicking into it. Okay, DJ C Money. There we go. So, DJ C Money, I'm actually going to send this link right now. Okay, you should be able to see this link. Everybody let me know. This link should work. No, that ain't it. I don't want you to get that link. That's a stream key link. Hell no, you ain't getting that link. I've been to stop the whole damn stream on your end for that one. I've been to change everything for the damn stream link. Okay, but let's go ahead and share it out. Here we go. Click. Share. Oh, it ain't letting me share it out, bro. It don't. Hey, it don't want me to share it out, bro. Here we go. I'm going to click it again. Share. Here we go. Share. I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again. Watch, watch. Here we go. No, I don't want me to share this out, bro. It don't want me to share it out. I can't do nothing, DJ C Money. I got you right here. DJ C Money, hold on. Let me pull up the chat. Here we go, DJ C Money. Chat settings. Can you see this, DJ C Money? Can you see this? Can you see this? Look. Look, what up, y'all? What up, y'all? We good. Okay? Everything should be fine. Are we good? Everything going good? All right. So, without further ado, DJ C Money, I can't bring you in, man. I want to. He's usually our manager. He takes the show out, as we had a short show today. A lot of things going on today. So we had a short notice show, man. Like, I usually don't do this, but had things I had to do earlier. Came on. I said, why not do a show, right? I got the time. So I did the show. I want to thank everybody from tuning in. There's a lot of people who tuned in the chat. I want to send a big shout out to Moo. I want to send a shout out to Shadow, Travis, Pink, DJ C Money, Shane, Adexa, Dominicana, Nas. I can go on and on. It's a lot of people in the chat. Anybody who's lurking. If I left you, I apologize. My bad. But yeah, man, that's kind of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the end of the show. I want to bring DJ C Money in and take us out. But the problem is that's not working. I can't share out the stream. As much as I'm trying to, Jason Money, it's nothing here. I'm actually on the page right now. Like I'm on the page, bro. Like channels, I can see embed, right? Embed web player. I can see all that. I can see the embedded chat. I can put an embedded chat for everybody to see. I can pull links. I could everything. I cannot share this, bro. It won't let me. All right. So everybody out there, I appreciate you tuning in. This your boy Nick Moses 05 Mo Fam.